Hey guys, hope you're doing good. If this is your first time here, then welcome. So this last video of 2022 is turning out a little bit different than I planned. Since this is the end of the year and we, at the time that I'm uploading this, are right around New Year's Eve, I wanted to do like a glam look. I had like a cute little shirt picked out. But if you saw my community post from a couple days ago, I woke up on Christmas sick. The days after that were a blur. I slept maybe like 16 hours. I'm not feeling 100% now. I was trying to give myself till I did feel 100% to do this video and do that whole look I envisioned. But it is Wednesday, no, it's Thursday afternoon, and this video is supposed to go up tomorrow on Friday. This is a very come as I am sort of video. I don't even know when the last time was that I did my hair. I think this is maybe day 15 or 16. So right after this video, I am doing my hair because we're in like Mayday situation. So this year, for the first time, I really challenged myself for my end of year favorites. Usually I'll have like maybe 20 or more favorites, as I have alluded to a lot this year. This year has been rough. This has been one of the most emotionally, mentally draining years of my life, but my hair thrived. My hair did amazing this year. So these are the products that I can really attribute to giving me some of the best hair days of my life, like back to back to back. Too bad the rest of my life was in shambles. So these are in wash day order, not necessarily preference order for how awesome they are. We're gonna jump right into pre-pooing. A lot of these you guys are probably guessed because I have used these for a lot of repeat wash days over the year. So if I've done a video like about a particularly awesome wash day or talked about them in like an empties, then you guys probably know a lot of the heavy hitters are gonna be in this top 10 list. The first that we have here, of course, you've seen so much since I first even tried it, is the Just For Me Curl Piece Tender Head Pre-Shampoo Detangler. I have sung this stuff's praises more times than I can flippin' count. This is basically like a detangling slime for your hair. I'm definitely going to be using this like heavily for this wash day because my roots at the back of my neck are doing some things. If you guys watch my videos, especially the ones where I'm talking about detangling, this has amazing detangling and slip, but I find that on its own it doesn't give me any moisture, so I combine it with one of my slippery runny conditioners to pre-poo, and it just takes things up to the next level. If for some reason your hair is ridiculously tangled, if you have kids that are very tender-headed, that's how I was. My mom would have loved to have this when I was little. This would have been like forever stocked in our house. A couple of these are stand-ins because I'm either out of the official thing that I want to show you guys or I can't find it. And this is one of the things that I am out of, so we're gonna let this little cousin stand in. What it should be is the Beauty and Planet Lavender Conditioner, but we have this one to kind of stand in for. This one's also very good, but the lavender one is just like a whole nother level of awesomeness when it comes to the Beauty and Planet conditioners. This stuff, if you guys know me, you know how much I love my Suave Everlasting Sunshine conditioner. So good, so scarce. That stuff is like freaking diamond in the rough. Very hard to find now. This, on the other hand, I can order a big size of the lavender one from Target. So I will of course do my same pre-poo routine, just douse my hair with this stuff while it's dry and tangled, and it just softens things up so well and moisturizes my hair to the point where you get that like, do I need a deep condition feeling during the pre-poo stage. And the fact that it moisturizes my hair so much really helps to soften it even when it's very tangled. Segueing into the product where I cannot find the actual thing, even though I know it's somewhere in this house. But as far as my cleanser of the year, I think it might have been on last year's list too, I'm pretty sure, but it is the Sorenzo Beauty Fenugreek and Rice Water Clay Wash. We have this one standing in that I am actually going to be using up today from Sorenzo Beauty. This is the Shikakai and Cedar Rasul Clay Wash. So I don't have much left of this, but it's definitely going to be gone after wash day today because I only have maybe like this much left. But getting into the Fenugreek and Rice Water Clay Wash, I have a whole dedicated standalone video just about that product. So not only do I love that clay wash, but it's one of the most popular products on the Sorenzo Beauty website, so it's available all year round. The reason that that particular clay wash from Sorenzo Beauty is my absolute favorite right now is because it has this really minty, tingly feeling. So it's very soothing on the scalp. It also moisturizes my hair while cleansing. As I've talked about with Sorenzo Beauty clay washes so much over the past, I think, 8 or so years that I've been using them. Unlike maybe 90% of the clay washes that I've tried in the past, my hair doesn't have like that weird residue that you can sometimes get with clay washes. It rinses completely clean and it leaves my curls and scalp feeling amazing afterwards. It's not dried out, but it gives me like a nice little reset to my curls if they're acting up. Since my hair has gone so long since wash day, that is just what I need, a clay wash today. So the fenugreek and rice water clay wash just ticks all my boxes, cleanses well, makes my hair feel better after rinsing it out than before I put it in. It goes onto the hair and scalp so smoothly, rinses clean, just forever love that one. Another product that I'm gonna be using probably in the next couple of weeks because these grays are like, hi, we're ready for 2023 too. It's time for me to do a henna treatment. My go-to one is the Curly Proverbs Henna Pro Strength Powder. This is another product that I've been singing its praises. As I've mentioned to you guys that have been with me for a while here on my channel, I was gonna say love-hate, but really it's just that I love the color, but it hates my hair. My hair cannot do pretty much any hair color as far as like it being permanent color, semi-permanent, anything like that. It just leaves my hair feeling dry afterwards in the best scenarios with like a semi-permanent, and in the worst scenarios with a permanent, it like breaks off and it's just not a good time. So with me wanting to cover up my grays, it's been kind of difficult for me to find a solution that my hair doesn't absolutely hate. The Curly Proverbs henna, specifically the Pro Strength, is just what I've been needing all this time. This gives me a nice little reddish tone, especially in the sun, and since I've been using this for over a year, I have a nice amount of henna buildup now to where it's pretty noticeable. Like if it catches the sun, it is so pretty, and because my grays are actually like snow white, they're also pretty noticeable when I use this henna. So it's just a really nice balance of making my hair feel really nice afterwards. This one also rinses very clean and leaves my hair with a nice amount of strength after I use it, and also gives me that color payoff that I'm looking for. My favorite deep conditioner of the year was really hard to narrow down. I tried a lot of deep conditioners that my hair enjoyed over 2022, but this is the one that each time that I used it, my hair just felt so consistently awesome, and it's the Bask and Bloom Brahmi Root Hair Mask. This is just a delightful little mix of a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a deep conditioner. Although this one does skew more on the hydration side of things, it does have a decent amount of protein, so I feel that after I use this, my hair feels very balanced, very smooth, it's very conditioned, but also my curls a little bit more plump, a little bit more defined. So this is a really nice mix of ingredients when your hair is just looking for an all-in-one. This is just a really nice, well-rounded deep conditioner. A couple people told me that they were getting their new Pre-poo / deep conditioner they released right before Black Friday. So if you guys have tried that new product from Bask and Bloom, let me know what you think. Going into leave-in conditioners, the first that I have here is the Na-Truly Adabella Hydro Moist Leave-In Treatment. And the thing that makes a leave-in conditioner kind of stand out above the rest for me is when they can play with a bunch of different stylers. They can play with different styles as well. So I wouldn't use every leave-in conditioner in my stash for a wash and go. For a leave-in conditioner to really kind of like above and beyond for me is one that I can use on wet hair, dry hair, and prior to any style that I want to put in my hair. And this one totally knocks it out of the park there. It's a really great consistency. You guys know that I have low porosity hair, so some products, depending on whatever's in them and their texture, it kind of sits on top of my hair. But this melts right into my strands, whether my hair is wet or dry, and all it leaves is just really nice velvety moisture. Now you guys know that this one is going to be on the list because I've said that it is probably like back in the summer because I love this so much. This is the Bask and Bloom Ease Leave-In Conditioner. Not only does this give me incredible moisture, not only does it play well with a bunch of different stylers from a bunch of different brands, but because of the texture of the product, it gives me a nice little weight before I add my styler of choice. That really makes a difference in me getting that like extra level of decreasing in frizz, that extra level of definition, especially if I'm doing a wash and go. This stuff really is like my go-to wash and go leave-in conditioner because every time that I use it, my wash and goes are just set up for success. They turn out so good. And as far as the ingredients, this also has two of my favorite ingredients of all time, both of which I've done my 1-ingredient month-long challenges centered around these. This has aloe vera as well as pumpkin seed oil. And this is another one that should come as no surprise. These are almost like, they're friends, they're besties. These two have been like, they've gotten me through so much mess this year. They have been my go-to. These are my probably most used products of this entire year. Just apply the leave-in, apply the styler, and I was good. It's the Genador Beauty Smooth and Defined Moisturizing Gel Styler. This gel is unlike anything I've ever used before. It has so many oils in it, but it doesn't leave my hair feeling oily. It just gives me the most incredible shine. It's very, very flexible, buildable hold, but it really gives you amazing definition. It also gives me a lot of softness, and it's a really good prep styler before I'm turning my hair into something else. I've been doing my braid outs on old wash and goes. That's actually the state of my hair right now. I had it in a wash and go for the holidays. I put it in a set of braids. Anytime I use this styler before doing my braid out routine, they just turned out extra smooth, extra defined. It's like whatever product I used to do the braid out reactivated this, and it made the style turn out that much better. I love this. I always let you guys know that this, at the time that I'm filming this, is available at JCPenney salons and also available at jcpenney.com. Sometimes I'll have a little sale on it. Rounding out our last two products, this one is probably the most surprising product of this whole year for me. This is something that I just picked up one day because I just wanted to use it up, and the product that I was using doesn't play well with others, so I was like, let me try this little random out and see what happens. This is the Emerge My Main BFF leave-in conditioner. This brand Emerge used to be like at Target, and it was really, really affordable, had good sizes. I don't see it as much anymore. I do think they carry some of the products in Target, but Emerge does have its own standalone website. I think I've also seen Emerge products in Rite Aid. It's a really solid, nice leave-in conditioner. It has a really good texture that lends itself well to being used to re-moisturize dry hair. This is also the product that I used in that braid out video to demonstrate, and this is the only product that I used, so it did a really great job at moisturizing my hair and also setting it in that new style. It also does well as a traditional leave-in conditioner on wet hair. Solid 16 almost ounce, very, very affordable leave-in conditioner that I have been able to use a variety of different ways. Last but not least is my Sorenzo Beauty Creamy Oil. The creamy oils, they are something that I have used and loved for many, many years from Sorenzo Beauty, but this is the first year that they were like a mainstay in my routine because I found a way to use them that just worked consistently for me. The creamy oils are traditionally a body care product. People love to use them out of the shower because they really help to seal in moisture. The texture is unlike anything that I've ever seen. It's not like an oil that's runny, but it's not solid like a butter either. It just exists in this like in between. So the way that I use this is on dry hair. This became one of my go-to products when I travel. One of the highlights of this year for sure was doing my first ever solo trip in California. The whole time I was there, I was walking, except for to and from the airport, but I walked a total of maybe like 60 miles on that trip. My poor thighs were just rubbed raw, like the pink meat. It was rough. A lot of walking, a lot of sweating. I would use the creamy oil as a barrier between my hair and the sweat because sweat dries out my hair a lot, specifically in this back area here. Since I've been sick, it is very sweaty and very tangled. So again, wash day is gonna be a delight. It's not as thick as a butter, so it wasn't giving my hair like that extra weight, but it wasn't as thin as an oil. So it was just that perfect medium weight that I needed to give me some softness while also helping to prevent my hair from drying out with the sweat. And when John and I went to New York this summer, this is something that really, really helped to save my hair during that trip as well. This is also really great to take my twists and braids out because again, it has a little bit more weight than your traditional oil, so it's really good for helping to smooth frizz, but it also gives softness and shine. And the scents, that's another thing that I use these for. I have these in so many different fragrances. This one, for example, is in the scent Pink Honey Vanilla, and these scents are so potent. You guys know that I'm a product junkie. I have fragrances from Sorenzo Beauty that are like years and years old, but the scents are still so potent. The formula of the creamy oil is still as good as the day I got them. This is also one of my go-to products when my hair is straight. So those are my top 10 favorite products of 2022. Definitely let me know in the comment section below what have been some of your standouts over the year. What are some of the things that your hair and you have been loving and reaching for over the course of these 12 months? I would love to know. So I want to let you guys know my kind of plan for 2023 as far as content goes. I don't use like my phone for like a planner. I love a good old-fashioned just paper planner. Whenever I have a random idea for a video, I write it down. Y'all probably cannot see my horrible handwriting, but I will write it down, and then once the video is complete, I'll check it off. This is not even all of them, you guys. These are just the first like 43 video ideas that I had for this year. So anything that I didn't get to this year, I'm gonna translate over to next year. I have some other 1 ingredient challenges planned. I also have my biggest overall challenge ever that I'm doing for the entire year. Next Friday's video is actually gonna dive into that. If you guys have seen my other challenge videos, you know they only last for a month and they focus on 1 ingredient, but this challenge that I'm doing for 2023 is gonna last for the entire year. I'm sure you guys have noticed that YouTube is pushing short form content. That is their main like #1 thing. That's how channels really are blowing up now, is shorts. So as resistant as I am to short form content, y'all know by my long videos that I am a long form content girl at heart. I prefer long form content when I'm watching YouTube, but that is not where the algorithm is shining its light right now. So I'm going to try to do some shorts on my channel as well next year. So I hope you guys enjoy them, share them, like them. It really helps. Like when I say YouTube is pushing shorts, that is an understatement. They are like in our little apps, the creator apps, like do some shorts. Like they are so serious about it. Many of you know that I've been doing YouTube now for like 10 years, and I am just at the point now where 2023 is gonna be my like make or break year for YouTube. I think since the end of 2019, I've been on my 1 video, sometimes 2 video a week schedule for almost, what is that, 3 years now. So I really went all in on like being consistent on YouTube, trying different things, trying the hair, the travel, the grocery hauls, clothing hauls, like a variety of different topics. And I'm at the point now where I really am feeling the labor of love when it comes to creating videos. Over the past couple of years, I've also talked, especially on my live streams, about my just experience making videos as a creator here on YouTube, as well as working with different brands. And to give you guys an idea of how things are kind of going for me in YouTube, this December I've put up 5 videos, not including this one. This one will be the 6th video for the month, and I think I've got like a smooth $68 for the month. So if I'm being conservative, like when it comes to setting up for a video, filming, editing, uploading, making the thumbnail, comments, all that stuff, that's maybe like 70 hours of work for the month. And at this point, like $70 if I'm being generous by the end of, because they redo the tally for the day on YouTube at the end of the night. So right now it's sitting at like $68. So it just feels like like this is the reality. What I'm putting in, the return on investment in time and effort, is just not coming back to me when it comes to YouTube. So 2023 is my like make or break. We'll see what happens after next year with me on YouTube type of year. So if it's kind of like this, then I'm not saying that I'm gonna be leaving YouTube, but by my like what I'm putting into it now is probably gonna be really pared down in 2024. That sounds so crazy to say, because we're not even at 2023, but that's kind of where I'm at, y'all. So depending on how next year goes, me really kind of like trying to dive into the shorts, trying to do the same thing on TikTok and like cross promote with YouTube, the different series that I have planned for my channel. I have quite like, next year is gonna be very, very series heavy. But yeah, I'm just kind of like really going in with my all for YouTube for one last year. I feel like with me, honestly, and I think I've said this on my live stream, I feel like me trying to make my YouTube channel like really, really viably financially successful is like trying to make fetch happen, and fetch is just not happening. Even with that mysterious YouTube algorithm seemingly not being a big fan of my channel. I really want to thank you guys for always being so kind and supportive. So many of your comments have been bright spots in otherwise really, really crappy days for me this year and in years past. So I want to thank you guys so much. I am really hoping that 2023 brings all of us so many good things, opportunities, successes, just all the good things. As for me, I'm hoping that next year and the years after are a lot better than 2022. As I've mentioned, there have been some bright spots. That trip to California was also really, really important for me and my mental health, and as someone who is very scared of so many things in life, being able to like fly across the country and go on a trip by myself was like a big thing for me. I'm hoping for lots more solo trips in the future. Another big thing travel wise was going back to New York with John. We haven't gone to New York together in like 15 years, and that was definitely a big highlight for the year for me. As I mentioned, this year brought a lot of challenges. Got into a car accident, got COVID, something I have not mentioned here on my channel. My baby, y'all, I'm trying not to cry, but if you guys saw my New York City travel vlog, you might have known that my little fur nephew Milo, he was in the video with me. I was babysitting him for like a week or so just to like hang out and just treat him to a little doggy vacation, because he comes from a household with a 2 and almost 4-year-old, I think, and he's a quiet boy. He's a very quiet boy. So over here, he just was able to relax and chill. But I think I filmed that video over the summer, and I think early October, the first week of October, we ended up losing Milo. I'm trying not to cry, y'all. But yeah, so that was very hard. I'm gonna insert a little clip if you guys haven't met Milo before, so you can see my little baby. Ready to go outside? Okay, let's go. So that, on top of like family stuff, mental health stuff, it's been a rough year, you guys. So I'm hoping that next year, not only will my hair thrive, but my life will as well. That is what I'm hoping for myself and for you guys. So much awesome hair, awesome life, awesome 2023. So thank you guys again so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Remember that I upload videos every Friday. Next week's video is going to be that big overarching year-long challenge that I am diving into next year, that I am really excited about. I hope you guys have an amazing, fun, safe New Year's and New Year's Eve. I think John and I are right now, like, we were both sick and we're both starting to feel like ourselves again. So we're trying to decide what we're gonna do. There's not much to do around our area, so we're kind of struggling a bit, but we're gonna at least go get some drinks and get something to eat maybe. So as another reason, I've got to get this hair together so it can look nice and cute for the new year. But yeah guys, thank you again so much for everything this year, and I will see you in the next video. Take care guys, and Happy New Year. Bye.